Hey everyone. No, no more Nocturne RTA. I'm over that. Oh boy, N64 bitrate. Yep. You have defected from YouTube. Congrats, you made it. Zooter is so back. No, this is not randomizer. Does Backshot have any speedrun use? It has potential for 100%, but it's not likely. Although it actually is good for bingo and rando. You cannot super slider has through the race because it makes Dampe act really weird where he goes out of bounds and goes backwards, and it completely messes Dampe up. Yeah, Dampe's got anti-cheat. Nothing gets past Dampe. I definitely have like some old video where I show it off. Here, I can show it off in a sec. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not doing any more Nocturne RTA. It's not really the category I wanted to do, which is kind of just like do a few runs of it just because it's new and stuff. It's not really the category that I care about. It does kind of suck to end it on what happened, but oh well. Did you see that? Did you see where Dampe went? Let's go check on Dampe, see where he is. Alright, somehow Dampe went all the way back here. And if hold on. I think I'm still ESSing, right? Okay, no, I ended it. But you could see that I like went past Dampe and he kind of went backwards there. Kind of a bad... Okay, here, you know what? Here's what I can do. Let me record a macro, and then we'll watch the macro. See, did you see where he went there? Not supposed to go that way. Or, I can't see Dampe. Okay, see, he went back over there and disappeared, and... Okay, now I can't see him because he's called. Can I see his hitbox, maybe? Okay, yeah, this should properly show what happens. Alright, yeah, so he goes backwards there. Starts going normal here. Goes backwards again. And now I stopped, and now he's going backwards, and now he's going normally. But yeah, so that's what Hessing does to him. He gets confused. The game gets confused. Is your hitbox also a cylinder? Is that a joke about my IRL hitbox, or is that is that a legitimate question about Link's hitbox? I assume that's a joke about my hitbox. Yeah, I'm totally a cylinder IRL. Yeah, aren't we all a little bit cylindrical? Yeah, we're all just meat cylinders at the end of the day. How come I didn't stream yesterday? It was your birthday. Happy birthday. And it's because I totally just didn't stream because I hate you. In particular. I just had to make sure I didn't stream on your birthday. That's specifically why. Sorry. Okay, 2.5 millimeters small? Yeah, okay. So roughly close. But yeah, it is weird that it's smaller. I was trying to read their Discord, and they said it was for a reason. Something about the stick box, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. They said it was intentional, but even though it's intentional, I don't like it. It's not small, it's average. It is not average, it's very tiny. It is far below average. The goal here is, I'm doing a boss key skip right now. This right here is the shadow boss door. I'm out of bounds, so you can't see anything. This is collision view, so I can actually see what's going on. But I am trying to do a ledge clip damage boost from this ledge where the Bombchu hits me, and then I hit the loading zone. Yeah, this is the intended way. This was in Nintendo Power issue 169, where Miyamoto was sharing his favorite strats. Stream random for 3 years just so I have an audience that I can explain old-ass speedrun tricks to again. Exactly, I was just cleansing the audience of people who were knowledgeable of speedruns. Now it's back to everyone who doesn't know stuff. You remember your N64 looking like that? No one does. Everyone thinks their N64 looked a lot better than it actually did. This is definitely the best that N64 is gonna look. Yeah, maybe CRT's made it look better. I mean, I think my RetroTink does have a CRT filter option. I do not like CRT filter options. I don't know. Should I try it? Okay, I'll give it a shot after this. CRT filters suck. I am very much on the CRT filters suck side, but I mean, I can give it a shot. I think I did hear the one for RetroTink is good, but you know, it can only be so good. Okay, let's see if I remember how to navigate the menu. Is this thing even on? It's literally not on. It's not going through my retro tank. I forgot I unhooked it from the retro tank. My setup is so complicated. I forgot that I don't even have it connected to the retro tank right now. Give me a second. Okay, now it's connected to the retro tank. Okay, I need to move it to a different scene so I can actually see the menu. Ignore the bad aspect ratio. I'm just menuing. Okay, you want me? I'll mess with this later. I don't think it's worth messing with right now. If I could change one thing about OOT, what would it be? It would be the stupid climbing glitch where you can climb vines from too far to the side and then drop off instantly. That's the worst thing in the game. It's when the game says you can't climb that, and it's so bad. Yeah, there was a video about it. It was fixed in Indigo. I think the Indigo dev made a video for it. Can I Hess IRL? Obviously. You think I'm not good enough to Hess IRL? Come on. Have some faith. I started running Nocturne RTA because this is the category I actually wanted to do. Nocturne RTA was kind of just a temporary thing. Just like a quick, I want to try the new stuff kind of thing. Not really something that I was that invested in. It is, I know it's kind of silly that I ended, like, as I was on a run with record pace that only died to a crit wiggle, but it's just not something I want to run that much more. Well, okay, there is one thing that might make me run it more, but I don't want to say what right now. I actually want to see how bad is it if I try to Hess down here, because I know that if I do this, because part of me thinks this might be better. Okay, don't do that. Ain't no way. I think so, because when you go over here, you have to like do this Hess, and then get up here, and then stop, and then walk over here, and then try to Hess again. And so my thought process is, the Skulltule obviously kind of sucks. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm cooking, I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Did you hear that? Because the only issue here is the Skulltula in the hallway. I chew here, the chew hits the Skulltula, clears the path for the Hess. If I can Hess. The only problem is I need to get past this guy. Okay, it makes it. I believe I have cooked. Dinner's ready. Yeah, I might be able to just set up the angle as I'm falling. I'm gonna test that in a second. Yeah, this is 100% faster. I'm not even gonna bother timing. Well, I should probably time it to see how much faster. Okay, the one thing is that the lag from killing the Skulltula throws off the Hess timing, so I have to do a really awkward timing for this. Yeah, see, it's happening at the exact same time. Like, the Skulltula is dying at the exact same time as the bomb's exploding. That's actually really bad, because if it's happening at the actual exact same time, it actually makes me miss the Hess completely. Like, depending on the timing, it could just throw off the timing, and so it's just harder, but it also could make it so that I just straight up can't get the Hess. Because you actually are locked out of inputs for the frame that it hits. I could pull the bomb later, but then it's like an awkward wait. And then it... See there, it actually ate my roll input, so I could do it so late that it eats the roll input instead of the initial Hess input. Maybe I could just wait like a half second. Yeah, actually that might be good, because then if it kills it during mid-roll, it's a little awkward, but I can manage. Nice. Alright, let's watch that back. And time this. Kitchen is ablaze right now. Okay, 29.8. Okay, now new one. Is this worth it? Probably. Oh, you know what? This is... okay, this is not as close as I thought it was going to be. Huh. Or closer than I thought it was going to be, I mean, other way. I thought it was going to be multiple seconds faster, but this is looking like 2. Okay, like 2-3 seconds. I guess... Okay, yeah, that's barely... This is barely slower. Yeah, you probably do want to pull the second bomb earlier. But, I mean, either way, it's not that big of a... Like, the point is, like, these strats are seconds apart. 30. My strat was, like, 28. What, 28.8 or something? So, I don't know. My strat's not as good as I thought, but it is still technically the fastest here, I think. When are Night Sky speedruns coming back? Probably not anytime soon. Yeah, I should do my own strat for originality. Yeah, although, yeah, I guess that is true. Getting the Hess with the explosion lag, that is the annoying part. I mean, I don't need to decide this right now. Like, this is a first pass through of the route. So I'm gonna go with, I think, I'm gonna go with my strat for now, but completely realistic that it's not good. Yeah, both are gonna have to hover boots Hess. Where'd I get a heart? This Skulltula can drop a heart. I think I shouldn't do this. Skulltula dropping a heart is actually bad. I mean, it's not that bad, but you're supposed to be on low health here. Okay, fine. Alright. Swear this game was 1080p back in 2000. Memory is a crazy upscaler. I think if I was born in a different generation, I would speedrun Fortnite. No. I'd probably be speedrunning Minecraft. That's what the kids speedrun these days. Will I be giving much focus on OOT if it gets remastered for Switch 2? I am not expecting that to ever happen. If it does, I mean, I'd try it out. Not even 110? Yeah, it's so cold today. Chilly day. Subathon when? I have no plans currently for a subathon. I don't know what I'd do for a subathon. It would have to just be like tons of randos. I mean, maybe rewards for just like stupider and stupider randos. Crowd control. No, I wouldn't do subathon goals for like running other categories. Vanilla run. Like a casual playthrough. I mean, I honestly would not be that opposed to a casual playthrough run. One thing I kind of wanted to do for a while, but might be kind of weird, or like, I don't know how I'd properly do it, but I want to like do a casual run where I like pretend to be a casual, but I don't know. I don't know how I'd work it out. Hello, fellow casuals. Yeah, I think it's something I want to do, but it'd be very hard for me to actually completely play casually. Accidentally wrong warps. What was that? Yes, this is exactly HDMI mod and RetroTink 4K. How did you know? First time chatter, how did you know that was my exact setup? Did you actually, were you here earlier? Or did you actually guess that first time coming in? If you actually guessed that first time coming in, you are very knowledgeable with N64 quality mods. Very astute viewer. Don't make it weird. I'm just asking. I'm just curious. I think it's very impressive if it was actually not a guess, but an educated guess. Oh, I scared him off. Oh, been a lurker. Thought I heard me. Okay. Okay, so it was like half and half. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I play on a CRT. I have a very weird setup where I have an HDMI modded N64, and the HDMI is going to a splitter, which goes to a HDMI to VGA cable, which goes to a VGA CRT. So it's a bit of an awkward setup. Far back from playing on Amarek days. Yeah, I used to play on Amarek, which was like an old recording software. I actually used to play through a recording software and somehow got decent runs with it. It was bad. I should never have played like that. And now I have very complicated setups. Okay, I have to do the nut Armos thing here, right? How does this go again? There we go. Okay, I think I should have to delay it a bit. How does that work? I just know it exists. How am I with CRT noise? Too old to hear it? Actually, no. I can still hear CRT noises. Even though I am old, I have taken good care of my hearing. New tech here? Oh, for spirit climb? For statue climb? Oh, is it in, how recent is it? Is it in OOT videos? It's in the MST channel months ago. Very cool. MST routing or MST questions and advice? Questions. No, dude, his Twitch VOD got deleted. Yeah, I can't find this video. Oh, Juke DM'd me. Okay. Juke, this is just... this is a clickbait YouTube thumbnail. Just a red circle? What am I supposed to do with this? Okay, thank you for a proper link. Oh, that looks really nice. Here, let me show what Juke sent, the first one. It was literally just this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. It's just classic YouTube thumbnail circling nothing. It's supposed to be a visual cue. I don't even know how that's a visual cue, but okay. But yeah, let me watch the video again. Okay, I think I get it. Okay. Okay, so here, and then you do backflip and then hold left. Yeah. Easy. Makes it different from all the other times I do this skip. Not needing the hook shot, just a little bit of a faster way to get into the head. Does the OT community need to pay someone to organize and store glitch tutorials? Paying someone isn't gonna work because they're not gonna know the depths of where all these videos are. Like, we need people who know where all the obscure stuff is to add it to like StratDB. Because we have a place that is supposed to take care of this, which is StratDB. It's just that because StratDB is newer, it has all the more recent stuff and not the older stuff. And then Zelda Speedruns has all the older stuff. I mean, like, StratDB is theoretically good, but we need all the old stuff backported to it, which is a lot of work. Okay, yeah, this is so much easier. Oh my god. I always hated buffering that second backflip. Am I actually the only submitted Maxent Child run? Yes. Does it seem like a category that many people want to run? I am for the most items. Other people have done Maxent Child pre-Gwei Hover. I think no one else has done a run with Fire Rose, at least. It is a very fun run. It's a really cool run. I think some people should try it. But now it's a lot more different because there's even more stuff now. But I do want to do Maxent Child again because I do want to do the new stuff. Am I going to get Duskbloods for Switch 2 and stream it? Maybe. I still need to play the Dark Souls games. I'm only an Elden Ring baby. That's the only FromSoft game I've played. I do need to play the Dark Souls games. And then I will probably want to play Duskbloods after that. I have not played Bloodborne. Again, I'm only an Elden Ring baby. That's all I've played. But I did like it a lot and I do want to play all the others. Well, I don't know about all the others, but at least Dark Souls 1 through 3. Bloodborne if it ever comes to PC. How many fish have I caught in a bottle in my life? A pretty large number. Definitely caught a lot of fish. You know they have texture packs for this game. I am aware, and I will not use them. You know, where's the ray tracing? Actually, unironically speaking of ray tracing, when Recomp was supposed to have ray tracing like a year ago, and I genuinely did want to play it because it actually looked cool, and feels like it's never coming now. I actually do want to play the ray tracing mod, but it's never happening. They're cooking. I think they might be burning the food at this point. Do I want a Mega Flip here or Hover Boots? Yeah, Hover Boots should be better, I think. Wait, Mega should be faster? Guess there's only one thing to do. Alright, I'm gonna verify for myself, just to make sure. Yeah, I believe it. I just wanna time it, to be absolutely sure. $17.6. $14.8. You count in your head. All right. I'm gonna hold you to that. If it's even 0.1 off. Okay. Well, I did that faster, so you might get some leniency. Okay, you know what, Juke? Nice. Actually, extremely good prediction. Okay, so like that was what, 3 seconds faster? Yeah, getting up here is annoying. The slope really wants to push you down. Actually, it's gravity that's pushing you down. Oh, really? Thanks, Einstein. You don't believe in gravity? Based. Gravity's just one of them conspiracies they're trying to sell you. Yeah, they're just trying to keep you down. Okay, time this. I'm just gonna time this compared to the clip and swim. Okay, 39. That's like 43.5. You trying again to get a perfect timing? Did you cheat? You probably cheated. I'm not gonna... Okay, you definitely cheated for that. I'm not rewarding that. Sorry. Bald? Hello, first time chatter. Do you just go into anyone's chat and just say bald and then see what happens? No? Is there a different particular reason why you would just say the word bald? I'm curious. What is the reasoning behind... What did you mean by this? Simply stating... Was it stating that you are bald, or are you announcing to the chat that you're bald? I mean, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. You are not bald. Then who are you stating it to? What is the subject of the word bald? Anyone who is bald? Oh, that's actually... Okay, that's actually fine. You're being very inclusive. That's very nice. Yes, anyone who is bald. Anyone who is bald, this chatter would like to include you in the people who are bald, I guess. Bald, all inclusive. Very nice, very nice. Haired. Now we've truly included everyone. Everyone who is bald and everyone who is haired. Everyone is included in this. Okay, that's scary. Accidentally opening that door would be a run-ender. That'd be cool. Sorry, chat, there will be no vibrato. Don't have time for vibrato here. Crashing out. Sorry. What's ligma? I'm not sure. Does anyone know what ligma is? Can anyone please inform me about the ligma disease? What would I do if I were given the rights to the entire Zelda franchise? Make OOT 2. No. Probably just, like, make OOT and Rando's official releases, and official releases with more... Make ship official releases. Official ship and Rando. That's it. Sure, you'd need to get Rando players to agree on implementation, which is impossible. Oh yeah, and remove crib... Well, I mean, that goes in with making ship official and making quality of life improvements official. What's happening? Why is he in the back rooms? This is the unloaded Shadow Temple room before the boss. I just have collision view open so I can see what's going on. Now if I consider playing on a newer console instead of being stuck in 1997. No. Why would I want to do that? Can't wait for your goat to not be washed. I am slowly getting unwashed. Play Snake. The fact that it moves slower horizontally than vertically is annoying. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm not dead. Complaining about Snake in my N64 digital menu. I'm not bad at Snake. I intentionally lost there. That was intentional because I need to do actual stuff. Can't believe I left Nocturne RTA after that run that was record pace. I just don't care about the category. This category is more interesting. And then I'm gonna rage at this category because the ending is so hard. Remember when my save file was deleted because the battery in the cartridge? Yeah, that was fun. Fun times. My haunted cartridge. Yeah, the auto hover boots. Yeah, and I even had to learn how to solder. Still haven't had to solder anything since then. I learned a new skill and I don't have any use for it. I could become an electrician. Oh yes, I learned how to solder once and then suddenly I'm a master electrician. Yeah, pretty much. I'm an expert. This is what happens when I learn a lot of new stuff, is I use it once and then never again. I'm somewhat of an electrician myself. I replaced one N64 battery in a cartridge once. Makes a Hello World script. I'm a masterclass hacker, yep. Oh yeah, I did do 2 carts. I did my English cart as a practice one. Is there a frog percent category? No, but this category does involve a frog. See, look at the frog right there. That frog is why the timer is there. The timer is going to cause a wrong warp when the timer's from the frog. The timer does have a global input option. It does. Wait, is this it? Is that global hotkeys? No, I don't see any settings for this. Where would it be? Go to settings button. Where is the settings button? It's not exactly a settings button. What? Where? It's right there. What? Oh, there's a settings button. Never mind. I'm blind. I'm blind. Have I posted my official review of King of the Hill Season 14 yet? Actually, last night I watched like an episode and a half, and I thought it was kind of hard to watch. I don't know, man. Although I saw other people saying they thought it was actually pretty good for a reboot, so I don't know, maybe I should give it a second try, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I thought there was like one funny joke. Just like New Futurama. Literally the exact same thing happened with New Futurama. I watched like 2 episodes and I'm like, I don't know, man. One funny joke per episode. First few episodes are awful, but it gets okay later on. I don't know. I don't know if I want it. Well, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, the fact that they actually age does make it kind of interesting, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling it, but maybe I can give it one more try. Am I not dying in 116 degrees? I'm not, because I am nice and... Oh, I just realized the timer is literally covering the cutscene pointer value. Okay, yeah. Finish what I was saying. Oh yeah, I was saying I'm not dying because I have air conditioning. We have this wonderful invention, mankind's greatest invention, air conditioning, which is saving the lives of everyone in this place. Are humans real? Debatable. Yeah, it's too bad that Prime subs don't auto-renew. Although you know why they don't auto-renew, so that you forget. They want you to forget. What's the logic of that? So they don't have to pay. Because if you use your Prime sub, it comes out of Amazon's money. By the way, did you guys know that Prime subs, they kind of quietly announced this a long time ago, but Prime subs actually give less to the streamer than regular subs now. Like, it used to be the same. Like, a Prime sub would be the same as a regular sub. They actually nerfed it pretty hard. It's like, it varies between region, I forgot, but Prime subs actually are fairly significantly less than paid subs now to the streamer. Yeah, Bezos stealing the streamer's money. No, I don't look down on Prime. I literally don't even notice if someone subs with Prime or Tier 1. I literally just read subscribed and then say name. I forgot how much less of it as a percent here. Let me look it up. I know it's also region based, like different regions get different prices. Okay, so global payout rates for Prime Gaming subscriptions. Where is United States of America? Good old USA. $2.25. So a regular sub is $6, right? Because they increased the price to $6. So if you get the regular 50-50 split, you get $3 for... The streamer gets 3 and Twitch gets 3. I get the 70-30 split. So like on Tier 1, I would get 70% of the $6. But for Prime sub, if you Prime sub, the streamer only gets $2.25 as opposed to 3 or $3.50. What is 70% of $6? 4.2. 420. If you Prime sub, I get 420 of your $6. I don't know if the Prime thing is affected by the higher revenue. It looks like it's not. I'm actually not sure. It said these fixed rates do not include taxes, fees, or other costs which may be incurred in connection with your chosen payout method. I don't know if that includes the payout rate. I negotiated my cut down to get 420. Yeah, totally. But yeah, I'm actually not sure if the 70-30 or 50-50 payout thing affects Prime revenue. But yeah, that's Twitch for you. I think the resub did the Mariners win. Well, did they? They did. Congrats. They won 4-3 over the White Sox. Nice. I am not a Mariners fan. I couldn't even tell you what sport they are. I'm assuming it's either football or baseball, but not sure which one. Or no, White Sox. Okay, so it must be baseball. Because I know the White Sox are baseball. Am I a big sports fan? I am only a basketball fan, and even then I am a fake fan that only pays attention to when things are going well for my team. I'm a Lakers fan, so never. That's not true. I actually, after the Luka trade last season, I actually started paying attention again, just because of that. And then they lost, and then I was like, okay, never mind. Do I think Luka wants to speedrun OOT with me? Yeah, I'm sure he'd love to do some OOT speedruns. Actually, what's crazy is I saw Ludwig met Luca going to a game, which was crazy. Oh, did anyone see that tweet of like Ludwig asked Luca to hang out and then Luca sent this really awkward video? Oh my god, that was so funny. Yeah, dude, the Luca video to Ludwig was so funny. Talking about the tweet sounds like high school girls gossiping. It is. Hold on, wait. I need someone link the tweet. It's so funny.
Hey Ludwig, I know how hard you've worked. Good luck in your tournament. I wish I could be there. Let's hang out. Okay, bye.
Calling a Zoomer brain rot. This is a Zoomer brain rot, dude. It's literally someone saying, hey, I'd love to hang out, but I'm busy. Sorry. And it's just really funny. Yeah, dude, watch the video. Dude, come on, you can't watch the video and think it isn't hilarious. See, I told you it's funny. You saw his soul leave his body. Exactly. Looks like your mom trying to FaceTime someone. Yeah, that video is so good. Backshot is not in AD. You wouldn't have any real reason to go to Bomb in the Well as adult. Has no one told me I'm missing an apostrophe? Get out of here. I don't care about apostrophes. Apostrophes never helped anyone. What about commas? Commas are absolutely necessary. You can find plenty of examples of commas doing incredibly large amounts of work to save a sentence. Apostrophes though, apostrophes never change a sentence. M dashes, dude, poor M dashes getting a bad reputation just because of ChatGPT. I mean, I've always been a short dash user, but I feel like M dashes, they don't deserve it. I think M dash users should continue to use M dash in protest of everyone starting to hate M dashes because of ChatGPT. Continue using your M dashes, people. Do not let ChatGPT ruin it. Take back the M dash. Will I play Uma Musume? I played 1 hour of the tutorial and it was too much yapping. Feels like 121F. It's a lovely day. Lovely day to stay indoors and play OT. Exactly. Bigger number, better temperature. Wish that was the case. Nice test track, yeah. I mean, he spawned close enough, so I was just like, I'll take it. I mean, it's not that hard. Like, it's really just about does he spawn close to you. If he spawns within a certain range, then it's not that bad. Yeah, the timings are pretty much all the same. Well, the only issue is that when he's walking away, you don't get to look at the arm for the visual cue. So you do have to kind of manually time it, but luckily I didn't even know about the arm visual cue for a long time, so I actually had to manually time it for years, so I know the manual timing. I was playing with training weights on, so the training weight training comes in handy. Bro can't read or speak. I'm sorry, the English language is difficult. Not even the English language, any language. Speaking is difficult. Spoken and written language is difficult. Communication is difficult. Best not to talk to nerds anyway. Correct. It helped we could stop using 600-year-old spellings. True. Maybe we should use better spellings. And maybe things wouldn't be so complicated. Speedrunner just called you a nerd. There's a new low in your life. Sorry. That's just how it is. You're the one watching a speedrunner. At least I'm doing something. You're just sitting here watching a speedrunner? Wow. Nerd. Toxic streamer. Sorry for being so toxic. I'm watching. Oh my god, you're right. I am watching now. Oh my god, I'm such a nerd. Now you can't even look at old tweets. Dude, the fact that Twitter makes it so much harder to find old tweets now is so infuriating. It wouldn't surprise me if they start deleting old tweets and then I'm gonna be so mad. I mean, it's not even a matter of like Blue Sky better than Twitter or whatever. Like if they actually delete, like there's stuff on Twitter that's always only gonna be on Twitter, like old stuff. I'm talking about archiving old stuff. And like if that, like it wouldn't surprise me if they start deleting that. And if they do, then it's just like, it's just gone. It's not a matter of like Blue Sky or whatever. It's just, they are not. I'm realizing a lot of stuff on the internet is trying to stop archiving stuff. They don't want the responsibility of archiving stuff and It is said. Videos and discussion for Twitter. Like, I do sometimes want to go back to old tweets to look at like when an exact thing happened or something. Or like see what people were talking about during a certain time, and if that's gone, then that would suck. And also just the high quality tweets from years and years ago. What if we lose? Why do they call it oven when when you oven the food of out hot eat the food? What if we lose that tweet? You okay? You sound like they took the life out of you. This is how I always sound. You must be new here. Are you new here? No, following for a while. No. I'm always like this. Oh, I've been away for a while. Okay. You might have just forgotten. Understandable. But yes, I always sound like this. I'm more excited than usual, yeah. We got so much exciting stuff. Like fixing RNG desyncs and a really hard trick at the end of the run that's gonna kill most of my runs, and the entire final section of the run being insanely difficult. Real exciting. Am I sick? Yeah, I'm sick at this game. I am not ill. I am healthy at the moment, as far as I'm aware. This will be good practice for the low percent all dungeons run. What if I said that I have actually been potentially interested in low percent? I know it's really stupid. Yes, it's the run with the literal 1 hour hover up Stone Tower. Yeah, TP low percent, you just take a nap mid-run. What a great run. Someone said they went to a wedding mid-run. Yeah, TP low percent, I mean, it is interesting. They do have cool strats that's not just waiting. But the waiting is, you know, what makes it special. You never liked M&Ms. I think it's a bit weird to never like M&Ms, but they're not also that great. It's not, you're not missing out that much, but only minorly weird. Dude, COD guy looks like an MM. He's right out of the M&M commercials. He's the yellow M&M. Wait, you like the chocolate M&Ms, but not the peanut butter ones? Okay, that's a little bit weird. Peanut butter ones are definitely better. I think I'm Nutella. Nutella's okay. Not crazy about it. Don't hate it. It's overrated. Kinda, yeah. Yeah, I definitely say Nutella's overrated. No, Gwei Hover refers to the long Gwei Hover, not a single Gwei Hover. We do one single Gwei Hover, yes. Doing great. Wow. Nice one. Am I worried that ChatGPT 5 will beat my PB? I would actually think that's pretty cool, because I actually do think AI's playing games is interesting. But actually, you know, speedrunning is one thing where our jobs are not going to be taken by AI, because the entire point, we already have bots that are better than speedrunners called TASes, and those are completely separate. We already separate man from machine in speedrunning, so no worry over here. He's coping. We'll see. In all seriousness, AI's playing games is interesting, and maybe someday it can be good enough to be interesting in terms of a speedrun, but kinda doubt it. Play like the devs intended, please. Nah. Found Miyamoto's ult. Yeah, this is exactly how Miyamoto was. This is exactly his experiences as a kid, going around in the caves. This is exactly like Miyamoto's childhood. Now, we can watch this whole thing back. Wait, movie night. Yeah, get your popcorn. Set up Gamba for number of desyncs. I guess we could set up a Gamba for if it's desyncs or not. It won't desync, right? Okay, do we want to Gamba on anything? We're not Gambaing on desync. There will be no desync. Gamba on VC crash. I'd be pretty impressed if I got a VC crash on N64. That'd be crazy. Prediction, will this beat GSR? Oh, you know what? That's actually wait. That's actually really good, Marco. Hold on. Does this beat GSR record? Hold on, let me check the GSR. It's 106 something. If we do that, it's actually crazy. 106.49. Okay. Over or under the GSR record? Yeah, GSR is Ganondorf's source requirement. It used to be known as no wrong warp or like no RBA wrong warp. It's kind of the no super big glitches category. All in, believers. Believers all in. All in on doubt, wow. Record net from like 2015 is like 127, nice. I mean, my GSR PB is like 123 from, I don't know, what is it, 2016? Let's see. What place am I on the GSR leaderboard? How far do I scroll? I'm not on page 1. Oh, I'm on the beginning of page 2. I'm 103. I am 103rd place in GSR. Holy washed. Hey, look, it's from 10 years ago, okay? Yeah, I could so easily get on page 1. I mean, I might. Maybe I'll do like a random like 2 days of runs or something like that, like I did with Nocturne. Maybe I should do that for like some of the shorter categories. Just like do 2 days of runs just to update really old PBs, like with Defeat Ganon also. Will I submit this Lotad to the leaderboard? If I did that, I would get banned. I mean, I wouldn't actually. They would know it's a joke, so I wouldn't actually get banned unless I actually legitimately try to pass it off as legit, and then it would be a swift ban. I'd ban myself. What if we try to put moving timer into Ganon list? Would I try it? Don't tempt me, Yellow. Maybe. Probably a lot faster. You're really tempting me. Yeah, I do want to do Max Percent Child again. That's something I'll do for sure. I might even do that. That might even be the next thing on my list after all dungeons is Max Percent Child. Because there's a lot of new stuff in that. Like, a lot of my wish list for Max Percent Child is now doable. The flip side is, that category is going to be insane now. Oh yeah, you guys know Gwei Hover in Max Percent Child? So Gwei Hover is still in, but we can skip the second one now. So it used to be like a 25-minute hover plus a 10-minute hover. The 10-minute hover is no longer required. But we do still have the 25-minute one, so that's good. What happens when it desyncs? If this does desync, I will go cry myself to sleep. Well, depending on where it desyncs, it may be easy to fix. Because I did have it desync earlier, and the fix was not too bad. But I knew exactly why it desynced. It wasn't a random thing, it was just I messed up somewhere. Why did it desync? The main reason it would desync is if you accidentally load a macro like while you're recording, like loading an incorrect save state while you're recording, so it records over the wrong part of the macro. Either that, or if you are not properly recording when you load an area, because the way these macros work, every time you load a new area, the game actually saves the RNG value because every time you load a new area, the game reseeds RNG, and the macro has to record the reseed to make sure that playing back the macro will have the correct RNG. And so on the exact frame of loading an area, it saves that RNG seed. But if for any reason you like aren't recording on that one frame for any particular reason, and it doesn't save that RNG seed, then that throws everything off. Which, that's what happened earlier, because I was testing something in Fire Temple and forgot my save states. I got my save states mixed up, and was not recording on a proper save state that included the RNG seed. Just making up phrases now way past my bedtime. I've been making up phrases like this for years. This is nothing new. Real English major. Oh yeah, I really know English. I really have a way with words. I'm a wordsmith, as they say. I've seen the term wordsmith get thrown around on Twitter so much in like the last week. Is this the new like hot word of the week? Yeah, it sounds so fancy. Yeah, it's not like I never heard of wordsmith before. It's just I've heard it significantly more in the last like week. It's going viral. I have the coziest stream though. The kids will love it. The kids hate cozy. The kids need loud and obnoxious and constant stimulus. The kids hate this stream. Kids hate ZFG. Yeah, I need at least 10 seconds of screaming. Something needs to be happening on stream at all times. I need to be pranking someone in a very obnoxious way. Yeah, I need to say chicken jockey. CS surf maps on screen. Dude, the CS surf maps as like background visual content was so much better than Subway Surfers. That's the boomer Subway Surfers stuff. Bring back the CS surfing videos. Why aren't those the ones in the AI generated slop TikToks instead of Subway Surfers? Yes, it is past my bedtime. Many people have commented this already. You want me to fall asleep on stream? Sleeping stream? No, I won't do that. It's awkward if I'm the only one not sleeping. Are you guys all sleeping? Press 1 if you're sleeping right now. Okay, a lot of people are indeed sleeping. Good to know. Hope you guys are all having nice streams while you watch this with your eyes closed. You sleep with your eyes open. Have you made a few enemies? Do you have things to look out for in the night? What I do if somehow PAL became the fastest for OT speedrunning? I mean, if it was the fastest, that would imply that, you know, it's not... Like, the main reason PAL is so bad is because it's so slow. If it was actually faster... Well, it depends on why it was faster. Like, if it was faster for a legitimate reason, and it's actually, you know, something interesting and genuinely fast, then, you know what? I'll deal with it. If it's like some stupid SRM, like, style thing where, like, it's kind of just, you do something simple and it just kind of beats the game for you or something, then, I don't know, it'd be dumb. Pal bros. Sorry to all the pal bros out there, but you had a bad version. But I mean, I guess most people growing up playing it don't notice, so I'm sure it was fine. I actually have played on PAL once. I did, at one GDQ, I was actually forced to play on PAL. I was forced to do a PAL any percent run by some European friends, and this was when any percent was the Deku Tree wrong warp to Ganon's castle stuff. So like the route that's supposed to be 20 minutes, it took me an hour, and then my game crashed on Ganon because, okay, really fun PAL fact. So in PAL, your rolls are shorter because they made the rolls shorter so that they take the same amount of time as in NTSC. And one interesting side effect of the rolls being shorter is in the Ganon fight, when the fire comes back up after you get the Master Sword, when you roll past, like, back into the fight, it's slow enough so that you actually get hit by the fire immediately. And if you get hit by the fire as Child with a Deku Shield, and the Deku Shield burns when Zelda is loaded, as in the Ganon fight, then the game crashes. So, at GDQ, I did this one PAL 90% run that was an hour long, and crashed in the Ganon fight because of this. And it was terrible. It was the most miserable experience playing OOT I've ever had. Do I ever feel bad for all the terrible things I've done to Link in this game? Not one bit. I mean, he can take it. He doesn't have a scratch. Can you skip to the end? It's getting late here in AZ. Dude, it's like, there's like 10 minutes left. Like 15. Less than 15. Yeah, and I live in Arizona. It's not late. The night is still young. Man, I haven't had dinner. I'm gonna have to eat right after this. What's for dinner? I'll find something. Ice soup, my favorite. Wait, multiple people have said something about ChatGPT 5. Did ChatGPT 5 actually come out? Or is it just multiple people making the same joke? Oh, it did? Okay. That's neat. Oh, it got released today. Interesting. It's time for my yearly Ask ChatGPT to make an Ocarina of Time speedrun route. Life savings, oh no. We're almost done. It's actually... No, the ending of this goes by pretty fast, actually. I think we are less than 3 minutes away from the end. Imagine it desyncs here. If it does desync here, it's actually not that big of a deal. It'd be very easy to fix. But then to record the whole thing, I'd have to watch the whole thing again. Yeah, we still have 2 dungeons to beat. I can't possibly beat 2 dungeons in under 3 minutes. Alright, final boss. Wow, this is actually going to be really close to GSR time, I think. I think we have less than a minute left. It'll be close. Forgot how long Wolbaj's death cutscene is. And I gotta do OI afterwards. This is actually going to be so close. Okay, I think we'll be fine. This is actually going to be insanely close. Alright, we beat GSR, barely. Believing paid off. Always believe. Believers are always rewarded. But runs are definitely gonna be soon. Just gotta get some practice in. Yeah, another new route. Yeah, probably back to VC. Didn't I just make a low-tad? Yep. What's different now is a really complicated credits warp. You can basically write instructions for a cutscene with like an SRM style setup, but it's not technically SRM. And then you just do a regular wrong warp and it goes to the credits. It's not SRM, it just looks like SRM. It's SRM-like. VC's inevitable. Yeah, all roads lead to VC. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, because, like, again, it is pretty much the best version overall to play on, and it is also the most accessible. Asterisk, because I mean, like, technically you could make an argument that Switch 2 NSO is the most accessible at the moment, but in general, Wii VC is kind of the most accessible version, so it's good, I guess. Well, I guess Switch 1, Switch 2, I mean, they're basically the same. Slight differences in audio / input lag. Can I lower the quality so it's crunchy again? No. We're gonna keep this nice, crispy quality. Hey, Wolf. Bring bad news? What's the bad news? An IQ route? It might be... I was talking earlier, it might be good on NSO, it might be good on IQ. We'll see. Although I think on both IQ and NSO, it's gonna need a different heap setup for the wrong warp. So we have to go bug nerds about it. But I know the nerds love making routes worse, so I think they'll gladly make a setup for a worse version that no one actually wants to run. Is there no way to skip cutscenes in OOT? Imagine how much time that would save. Well, there are ways to skip cutscenes using glitches, but not every cutscene. Yeah, in the end, VC always wins. All roads lead to VC. Everyone is a nerd except me, yeah. Hey, we're all nerds here. Pancake, you're the biggest nerd. Don't even try. Bro makes a TAS and calls it a LOTAD. That's extremely nerdy. Yeah, you can't criticize it if it's called a LOTAD. My initial impression of this route is that it should be fairly easy. At least relative to the N64 route. I have never fried an egg on a car hood. It definitely can be done here though. Please make Wii U fastest somehow. No one wants that. Even people that want to see OOT burn and like want like bad categories to be faster, it's usually either IQ or Switch, not Wii U. Do I miss Notch and RTA at all? Not really. I mean, a little bit. It's nice that it's like a short and fairly involved category. Like, the length of the category compared to how much it does is actually pretty nice, because a lot of short categories don't do much or have a lot of cutscenes. I like how half the chat is discussing actual speedrun strats and then the other half the chat is discussing horse girls. Average chat moment, yep. 2 different discussions on 2 wildly different topics. But yeah, hope you guys are all doing good. You missed N64 because you couldn't tell the difference between 360p and 720p. Yeah, N64 was good for the poor people watching on low quality. Is there a memory address posted? I don't think so. No one posted what the cutscene pointer should be. Whatever, I'm gonna go with it and assume it's right. Cutscene pointer should be 0xb00b. Actually, that doesn't work. It has to start with 801 something. Actually, occasionally it's 802. But actually, that doesn't work at all. I mean, maybe it could be something like 8020b00b. I mean, that might be a real one. But, yeah, can't be that. 801b00b5. That could... Well, no, I think it can't be that because I think it has to end in 048 or C. So almost... It was a booby joke. What? You guys would make that kind of joke in this chat? What's wrong with you guys? I can't believe you guys would do that. B00B4, so it's like Goopa. Sure, that works. Actually, wait, do we want to take damage here? I forgot. Do I need anything equipped here? I actually do not know. Jabu DC... Pot push... I searched Jabu DC pot push on YouTube. First video, US midterm election 2014. DC pushes for legalized marijuana use. It's all videos related to that. Searching YouTube is great. Anyone else remember when N64 was faster? The good old days of yesterday. Dude, I might actually not want to do bomb off the wall, because there's a chance that I miss it, and missing a bomb in this actually is going to be really bad. But I want to do it. But if I miss it, I'm going to regret it. Yeah, I should do the one where it explodes as it hits his mouth. How'd I enjoy the N64 vacation? I mean, honestly, practicing on N64, it kind of sucked, honestly, because I like the idea of running on N64 more than actually running on N64. If I actually got to do runs, I'd say it was great. But if I only got to do some practice, it actually kind of sucked. Don't. He backstabbed me. be honest, we need to clarify the credits timing ends on doors, scene transition. I'm not gonna lie, I am not comfortable with the fact that, well, with the idea of timing ending when the scene is still in Ganon's castle. I don't know if, I mean, it's gotta be brought up, right? Like, I feel like people are definitely, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I am not comfortable with ending timing in Ganon's castle just because the text is like the credits cutscene. But I feel like if I say that, it's gonna sound like I'm trying to make an excuse to make N64 faster again, but I didn't want to be the one to bring it up, but I am not really comfortable with that. I don't like it. Yeah, I know that it does reach the credits at the end, but at the same time, we don't end timing on last input, right? We do still end on the scene transition into the credits. What's even happening? I'm doing a setup for a wrong warp that'll start the credits. It's complicated. How do I play with all that crap on screen? I know what I'm doing. I know I mean, it's mildly annoying, but it's only for one section, and I know what I need to do here. Can't wait for a run to end like that, end on failing one cycle Goma. Alright, let me see how many tries it takes me to get unbuffered right here. That might have been first try. Maybe I should have lower health. That might be it. Yeah, I do think side up OI is probably gonna be better. I just wanted to try this first. Alright, is that it? Oh. Yeah, this is it. Oh yeah, I need to go through the text. This is also one thing I really don't like about considering this, the credits, is like, no one ever goes through the text. So like, are we really gonna say like, we record the video and you do the speed run and you stop on this text and we still count it as over? I don't know. Yeah, I know it's undecided. I don't like it. I think there is probably gonna inevitably be a discussion. I'm completely fine with it counting as credits right after this, but I really don't think this should count as the end yet. And then here's the actual credits. The folder no. This folder no. So this was actually when I was trying to make the Nocturne RTA folder, and I accidentally accepted it just when it said no. Well, there's nothing in here. But I can't delete folders in GZ. I have to move it to my PC to start deleting stuff and organizing stuff, and I'm too lazy to do that. Congrats on VC being faster. No, not congrats. Well, I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that good. Kinda wish N64 was faster, but there are benefits to VC being faster. Having to play the version that doesn't lag with double the resolution. Yeah, so sad. Sounds like another fun and non-stressful day of testing. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. OG runners hate N64 much, they discover VC credits warp despite it. Pretty much. I mean, technically it's not new. It was found a while ago. It was just considered not good enough. And then people re-examined it and were like, oh wait, this actually is probably decent. No, J will be added to every word and you'll like it. I was against it and now I like it. I got converted. Everyone will eventually accept it. Convertage. Let me see, is this emote any good? I hate it, dude. I hate looking at this. No, I'll actually get triggered seeing that in chat. I can't look at it. Add so you can ping me with it? No, never. I never want to see that emote. Got insta-permabanned in another OOT runner stream during a raid because your first time chat was a Dampe ASCII. He probably deserved it. I love staring into his mouth during that ISG. Dentist examining Volvagia's teeth. Baiting the stares. You guys will stare at anything. We is older than you. Oh my god, Kadrin. Are you that young? Wait, Kadrin. What is the year you were born? I need to see something. June 20, 2000. Dude, no, if you were just a little bit. Wait, no. Oh, yes, I can't say this. Kadrin, I've been speedrunning since before you were born. I can actually say that to you. I've been waiting to use that line. The aura. Finally. You watched me in middle school, wow. Nice. How does it feel to have people in chat born in the mid-2000s? I've accepted it now. It's just how the world works. I must accept the passage of time. When's the Dampe VTuber hot tub stream? That will not happen. Just want it to be a surprise. Yeah, sure. Playing stuff off GameFAQs. Yeah, I got into learning about OOT glitches from stuff like GameFAQs and Cheat Planet. Yeah, the text guides with ASCII at the beginning. I remember printing out a really long OOT GameFAQs guide, like a ton of pages, including the ASCII art on actual paper. Yeah, wasting my parents' printer ink. I mean, is a child supposed to know about the whole printer ink conspiracy, or what is it? What do you call it? Where printer's ink is insanely expensive because they jailbreak your printer. Yeah, the ink cartels. How is a child supposed to know about the ink cartels? To a child, it's like, surely it's nothing, right? The ink is infinite. Yeah, what child thinks ink costs money? Can I unpause for 3 frames? Here you go. I hope this is satisfying. How come I wasn't invited to the Jerma House Flipper Gamer event? Unfortunately, Jerma and I have some beef. That's why. Yeah, we have some secret streamer beef. It's I actually don't know. He hates Jerma. No, Jerma hates me. I did nothing wrong. Jerma, I don't know, something about me Jerma just doesn't like. I don't know what it is. He's always had a grudge against me. It's my aura. Are we gonna do a prediction on this one? I guess we can predict if it's gonna be faster or slower than a 64. Never bet against VC. Yeah, that's the unfortunate lesson we're all learning. Is Jabu a fish? Yes, but it's not the fish. The fish goes in a bottle, and the fish is way more important for speedruns. Okay, I do want to watch this back from probably entering Jabu. Get your popcorn out. Don't tell you what to do. I will tell you what to do. This is my stream, and you have to follow my orders. Are you allowed to get some water? I will allow you to get water. Only because I'm a big water shill. Are you allowed to get warm water? I'll accept it, but I'll judge you. He gets a Mountain Dew. Just keep it under the table. Don't just pretend it's water. Just tell me it's water. No cops are checking your drinks here. What about Baja Blast? Fine. Can you eat cheese? Cheese is allowed. We love cheese here. Wait, did it say desync detected? I wasn't paying attention. Wait, seriously? Okay, well, if there's actually another RNG desync, it'll show on the next one. How could you troll me like that? I'm so vulnerable right now. That's such a soft spot, such a sore spot for trolling. Okay, no RNG desync detected. Why don't you correct warp instead of wrong warp? Because I don't like doing things the correct way. I want to be different. I don't want to be like everyone else. I want to be unique. What do I think Trinova says when they're arguing? I think it's gibberish, not meant to mean anything. Sorry if that's a boring answer. Are they saying Yanni or Laurel? It was obviously Laurel. Will I say it's ZFG time at the next GDQ? I absolutely will not. Did I get a first try? I think I did. Nice. See, it can be done first try in a run setting, like with no save states before it. Alright, technically, so currently this would be the end of the run. I'm going to continue the macro past this cutscene just to see both timings, just in case. Why is Ganon's Castle not a dungeon? Because the exact definition used for this is dungeons with blue warps, and there's no blue warps in Ganon's Castle. And if you think that's weird, so do I. Don't know how this doesn't feel like credits to you. Remember this part when you first played it? Yeah, I know a lot of people got this secret ending as a kid. I mean, I guess, you know, it's pretty normal. A lot of people got this ending. I will say this shot in particular actually feels kind of cool. That 1 2-second shot I actually like. Why are the credits playing here? We did a particular wrong warp. So when you do a wrong warp, the game will actually take some wrong warp data like already loaded in memory. And we're doing a glitch basically to tell it, hey, go play the Hyrule Field part of the credits after the wrong warp. It's like, it has a very SRM style setup, although it's definitely not SRM, where you have to like do a weird setup to load the heap to make certain things point to certain memory addresses. So, time to watch this back. I should claim this run as real and take the record. That might be a bad idea. Dude, it would be so easy to tell that this is a Lotad. Like, there's a lot of things that can make it very obvious that it is not being played in real time. I can approve my own run, and then the mods are gonna be like, hey, why did you approve your own run? We shouldn't do that. And then they're gonna want to review my run. And then after review, they may find inconsistencies with the run. And then they will make a Google Docie explaining all of the things that are wrong with my run. I don't want to get Google Docied. Yeah, I just gotta ask Loeb to approve it. Yeah, it was just a prank. I was just submitting a run as a prank. Yeah, I just forgot to specify that it's tool assisted. Even though I've been in the speedrunning community for longer than almost anyone else, I completely forgot this one very important and obvious rule. Any tricks or buffers is strictly necessary, task, or human? Actually, yes. There are some tricks that involve standing on ice. And ice actually has an interesting property where when you pause and unpause for 1 frame, the ice like slippery effect will not apply to you. So there actually are some tricks that if you're doing them on ice, you actually do need a pause in order to cancel out the ice effects for 1 frame. And that's something that a task cannot get around. I know for an early version of wrong warping, or not, clipping into Jabu as adult needed a pause because of that. Owl Skip, yeah, there's also a version of Owl Skip where you can pause to avoid the owl's text for 1 frame, and you have to repeatedly do that. Although there's a different version that doesn't involve pausing. But if for some reason you need to Owl Skip without Deku Sticks, then you need pausing. What was the purpose of loading 0x008135? You're missing a number on that memory address, but nothing in particular. Explain the I'm stupid emote. Okay, if you want an explanation for the booba I'm stupid emote, it was because people were, anytime a great fairy would come on screen, everyone would say booba, and I thought it'd be really funny if every time someone posted I'm stupid instead. So, it's just a way to make everyone look stupid. Yes, it was meant as a prank on chat. You guys got it. Do I think chat is stupid? I will refuse to answer. D: pre-typed. Wow. You just know what I'm gonna say, huh? I call you guys stupid every chance I get. You guys call me stupid every chance you get. We're in a mutual relationship where we call each other stupid. How long does this run go? It should be a bit under 110. So we're thinking this is probably... It should theoretically be faster. It might be... So comparing the N64 route. The N64 definitely has the faster route. VC is probably going to be faster because of less lag and loading, but we're thinking this is probably going to be faster than N64 overall. But it'll actually probably be close, at least just looking at the frame count. I'm pretty sure it's pretty close. N64 time was 106.36, I think. So that's the time to beat. When does he get the Sniffa-mask? There is no Sniffa-mask in this game. Wrong game. 77617 frames without credits, and the other one was, wait, 77... Wait, are they actually like within 50 frames of each other? Oh my god, yeah, less than 50 frame difference. Wow. So like almost exactly the same frame count, but that also means it's gonna be like 2 minutes faster. Yeah, I think for N64 we're assuming like 2 minutes of lag. I think if you take the frame count for the N64 run and just like divide the frame count and then take the difference between that and the actual time, it was about 2 minutes. But that's not exactly accurate because of title screen and stuff, but I think about 2 minutes of lag is reasonable. But I guess this will be, because the frame counts are so close with these runs, this will be a good estimate as well. I removed the frame count. You want to record this for your own speedrun submission. Learn to splice on your own, dude. Splicing is a technique that every speedrunner has to learn on their own, and you gotta learn to get good at it, and to remove things that are not convenient to hiding your splicing. Splicing is a skill. If you get caught splicing, it's a skill issue. Or are we hating Clinker from Clinker's Cavern and Banjo-Kazooie? We are not hating Clinker from Clinker's Cavern. He's the one good Clinker. It's all the other Clinkers. Yeah, I pay my chatters well. Chatters are well fed. In exposure. You guys are getting so much exposure by being in my YouTube videos. You do not give permission to use your chat message? Well, too bad. Your chat message is already being broadcast to the world on 2 different streams, and there's nothing you can do about it. You should have read the fine print before you signed up for Twitch. Is this possible sub 1? Asking at 102. Not quite. We didn't find the time machine tech yet. But no, for the route being sub 1, I think the only way sub 1 happens right now is with unrealistic stuff that we couldn't predict. Like, I don't think there's like a single, like, almost possible trick that, oh, if we can do it like this, then yeah, we can get sub 1. I think it would need some kind of, you know, crazy new tech. Okay, here's the setup for the super weird new wrong warp. So what's happening now is you're trying to make the game... So when you do a wrong warp, the game looks at cutscene data, and this is essentially going to force the game to look at cutscene data from Hyrule Field, because Hyrule Field is technically still loaded in memory from the title screen, and it's going to tell it to play the credits cutscene from Hyrule Field, or at least the credits cutscene instructions. Are you using Pan-Panese version? Not quite, the Japanese version. Almost the same. Okay, so here's the wrong warp. So there's 2 versions of the ending of this route. One does Ganondorf, which is really easy, but 40 seconds slower. One does unbuffered death wrong warp right here. So you're not... To do this wrong warp properly, you cannot pause in this room, and so this has to be unbuffered, and this is frame perfect. And it's doable unbuffered frame perfect, but it's pretty hard. So this kind of sucks as an ending. Okay, so 105.43. I'm gonna let this go through this cutscene, but 105.43 for the ending as it is now. Yeah, 105. And then this is like, I think 2 minutes or so. This text is meeting Zelda in the sky when you give her the Ocarina of Time back again, right before the real credits. But because that cutscene takes place in Hyrule Field, we're kind of hijacking the cutscene instructions from that and applying it to this wrong warp, which forces the cutscene instructions to play in the place we wrong warp to, which is the Dodongo's Cavern. Yeah, so then this will lead into the credits. So as the rules are right now, this counts as credits right here, so the timing should already be over. We may have a discussion about whether or not this should count as the end of timing. At the very least, it would count like after this would be for sure ending, but we may not want to count this as the end where timing ends. So just for that, I do want to know what the timing is here. Yeah, more rule discussion. My favorite. Everyone's favorite. Okay. And so that's what it would be with if timing ends there. Yeah, so a minute faster than N64 route, but that's also with the DC wrong warp. So it would even then still be faster with Ganondorf, but just marginally. So yeah, rip N64. N64 never had a chance. Okay, anyway, I don't think there's anything else to do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be done for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I guess I will be practicing VC and starting runs soon. Rip N64. Never stood a chance.